The Supreme Court of Canada has dismissed an appeal by the Quebec Superior Court. It had been seeking a new trial for a Sri Lankan man charged with killing his wife. The man was a permanent resident at the time. Charges were stayed in the case because of excessive court delays. CBC's Olivia Stefanovich is on the story live from Ottawa. This was a unanimous decision, as I see. Olivia, what's behind it?
Suhana, all justices on the Supreme Court of Canada agree the delays faced by Sivaloganathan Thanabalasingham were excessive. Thanabalasingham was arrested in Montreal back in 2012 for the alleged killing of his wife, but a trial was only scheduled to start in 2017. And because of that nearly 60-month delay, Suhana, Thanabalasingham argued that his right to be tried within a reasonable amount of time had been breached. Now, the trial judge in this case agreed with Thanabalasingham, and his charges were thrown out under the so-called Jordan Rule, a Supreme Court of Canada deadline that sets limits for how long criminal cases can go on for. The Crown appealed this decision. There was a long back and forth with Quebec's Court of Appeal, and finally today the Supreme Court of Canada has agreed with this original decision by the trial judge that the delays experienced by Thanabalasingham were much too long. They were excessive, in fact. So no new murder trial will be ordered here, Suhana, and an arrest warrant will not go out for Thanabalasingham, who was deported to Sri Lanka in 2017 because he was convicted of assault against his wife before the alleged murder. Suhana.
So what about repercussions? What does this mean then, Olivia, for this, the so-called Jordan Rule?
Yeah, well, it reaffirms the Jordan decision that no matter how severe the accusations against someone may be, these criminal matters have to be dealt with in an efficient manner in the courts, that the courts have to put the resources in to hear these matters swiftly. So in this case, Thanabalasingham, as I mentioned, waited nearly 60 months to have his trial just start. But under the so-called Jordan decision in Superior Court, only 30 months are supposed to pass between the laying of charges and the end of a trial. And Thanabalasingham was the first person, Suhana, in Quebec to have his charges thrown out under the Jordan Rule. This caused shockwaves throughout the province's legal system, and more judges have been appointed to deal with delays.
Thanks for that, Olivia. CBC's Olivia Stefanovich in Ottawa.